Luke Sung of Kis Cafe has apologized. And Luke, who doesn't have a social media presence of his own, put out a public apology through Kis Cafe's IG, and he wrote, "Hi everyone, I'm Luke Sung, previous chef of Kis Cafe. It was important for me to first apologize to Carla privately and step away from Kis Cafe before publicly apologizing. Carla, I'm truly sorry for my actions towards you. I was condescending, hurtful, intimidating. You did not deserve to be made to feel less than or unimportant. Nobody does. Regardless, I thank you for teaching me a valuable lesson in kindness and respect. There are no excuses to be made, and I've decided it's time for me to step away from Kis Cafe permanently and in all capacities." And especially for all the people whose heads rattle when they move saying, "Oh, we don't know what happened beforehand," this is the next part. I also want to be clear, the responsibility of this whole situation is mine alone, and my behavior should not be a reflection on anyone else who works there or anyone who is related to me. I truly care about my staff and am devastated that my actions have impacted both them and their families. And some people have widely victim blamed Carla, saying that, "Oh, what about all the restaurant workers who work there? Why did you get them shut down?" What? So by that logic, if a business owner, let's say they robbed me, and then I called the police and they went to jail and their business closed down because they're in jail, whose fault is that? It's not my fault for making sure that he's held accountable. It's his fault for committing a crime. So miss me with that nonsense. He goes on further to say, "I've worked with many of the employees at the restaurant for years, and they are incredible people who don't deserve to suffer due to my behavior." Yeah, even Luke agrees it's his fault. And then he goes on to apologize to his daughter and his children, stating that he didn't immigrate to this country to be this kind of person. And then he closes out the apology by saying that he's sorry for being disrespectful, and then he apologized to Carla, his kids, the employees, and everyone else again. And to be honest with you, this sounds pretty authentic, but we all know apologies aren't words. They're actions and follow-throughs on how you change and adapt it and learn from your mistakes. So we're gonna see how this plays out. So for all the people who are like, "I'm on the chef's side," you're right, because the chef is on Carla's side.